Welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy, and today I want to show you a real quick trick using tickets and paper clips. I had to record that 3 times before I got those words out right. So this is a simple way that I use frequently. I wanted to say all the time. I can't say all the time, but frequently I use these to make clips for my journals, for books that I'm giving as gifts, for extra little embellishments, even if they're not used to hold anything onto a page. And all it really takes at its most basic is a strip of tickets. You'll need 4 in that strip, and a paper clip. Plain old paper clip. And some glue. You'll need glue. This is the glue I use. It's my favorite. You can use your favorite glue. I have not tried this with a glue stick. You might not want to do that. You probably want to have a liquid glue. And here is the trick. Take your paper clips, and if you like the back side better, then you'll want to fold it the opposite way. I like to keep this coupon part better, although most of the time it doesn't show after I do this. And you're going to fold that in half with the part that you like on the inside, and then fold each of these tickets back, making an accordion pleat. Just like that. See, it's a zigzag, zigzag. All right? Now you're going to fold your 2 wings back down, and you're going to put your paper clip on. And I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but I have a musical clock downstairs that is going off. I have a musical clock in the living room going off, and I have my dryer going off, which also has a musical theme for some reason. I don't know why it can't just beep. I can't figure that out, but there we go. That's all my background noise right now. Okay, back to where we were. You have folded this in half. You've got your wings here. See, right there are the 2 center ones. See that? And you've got your paper clip across the 2 center ones. And try to center the middle of the bend that returns back on both sides in the center of the paper clip. That's so that you've got enough space over here to hold it together, because your next step is going to be applying your glue. And you want to apply a little bit more in the middle of your paper clip, and then smear it around the outside. But you need more in the middle of your paper clip, because it's going to move around and seal that paper clip in. And you can close that just like that, trying not to stick your fingers in the glue, and do the same thing on the other side. And then close that one. And then I take my little tiny clothespins, and for some reason it's really strange. These smaller ones seem to have a stronger grip than the ones that are just slightly larger. But I do this to make sure that everything is holding closed, because they are having to go around the wire of the paper clip. So the paper is not just going flat surface to flat surface. It's going kind of curved surface and meeting on the edges. So clipping it like that will help to make sure that your edges meet. See, I've got a nice clean closed edge right there. That side not so much, so I'm going to put another paper clip on there. Sorry for reaching across. I should have moved those a little closer to me. And we'll give that a few seconds to set up just a bit. Now, you don't just have to use that small size paper clip. You can use the big ones as well, as long as your ticket will cover it. If it doesn't cover it, then you might, let me separate these tickets real quick and I'll show you what happens. after you do your folding and you put your paper clip in the center, the larger ones are going to stick out. Now, there will be occasions that may be what you want. Maybe you want to hang an embellishment of some sort on it. Let's see, I have some different things over here. I'm trying to find one that will hang well. Okay, here's a little key. And so what you would do in this case, this key is large enough that I would have a jump ring on it instead of just hanging it directly on. But you would just put your charm or dangle onto the paper clip, onto that single end, and then proceed with your gluing of the tickets together. And then you've got a nice little dangle off the side. You can also do that same process with, do I have any double tickets handy? I was thinking 4 tickets, but I only tore off 4 tickets. I need 4 in a row. If you do your fold and you use one of the large paper clips, or even a small one, you could use it with a small one, you can seat that down in there inside, and then the end of your paper clip doesn't stick out past the tickets, but you still have a little subtle place to hang a charm off, just like that one. It's just that this one sticks out because it's longer than the ticket. This one is more in line with the edge of the ticket. It just depends on the look that you want. And in both of those cases, you would simply glue it just the way we did this smaller one. And you get a different look with each of those. And at its simplest, this is your your ticket clip. And it will just slide on because there's nothing to catch down there. There is nothing that is going to stop it from going. It's just going to go boop right on there. Now you can go further. I was pinching too hard. You can go further with this, and you can glue on embellishments. And there are some easy ways to do this and some ways that you can make it even more elaborate. This was an easy way. This was a square, and I folded in half on its diagonal, and then I put glue all over the outside here and the outside here, making sure I didn't get any glue down here on the inner part where the 2 tickets meet. You don't want to glue that together or it's not going to work as a clip. And I glued that inside there. Can you see that ticket? And this just slides on very nicely to the side of a page. And that is just a simple, this is the simplest embellishment. This is almost the next simplest because this is one piece of paper. You're not trying to align anything. You can also embellish it by getting 2 pieces, let's see, that are the same size, just like this, and you put them front to back, align them, and then again, making sure you don't get glue on that edge there, you would glue these to either side of this ticket. Again, making sure that you get that glued there, but not that glued there. If you don't get this glued here to your paper and to the ticket, then you're going to have a space there that's going to catch, and it's not going to go on your page as smoothly. You want to make sure that you got that whole edge there sealed down to the ticket. You might even take a small piece of washi, place it inside the ticket so that you are sealing from the edge of the ticket to the edge of the paper, and it just will slide on. And then you'll have a 2-sided ticket because they will align exactly. They will look they will have the same silhouette on either side. You can also take shaped pieces. These are chipboard pieces from a set. I don't remember what the set is. For some reason, I'm thinking it's a pink paisley set. I really do like pink paisley designs, so that wouldn't surprise me. This way, they are the same, but if you turn that over, you've just got the white back of the chipboard. So you're going to have to flip one of them. In this case, the edges of the flowers align pretty well, and the vines and the leaves do not. So I would take the part with the clip and I would glue, they're flipping everywhere, this section on there. You'd be showing a little bit of the blue, but the blue works really well with that blue. If you don't like it, you can use a different color ticket. You can just cut a strip of paper and do this same thing. It's just the tickets are already perforated, and for me that makes it a lot easier. But you can scoot it right up there to the edge so that there's barely any ticket showing. And then do the same over here. And then out on the edge, you are hopefully not going to break your vine like I just did because I was handling it too rough. Out here, you're going to have a very similar curved silhouette that's going to show at the edge of the page, outer edge where you've got it clipped on. And then you've got all of your shape on the inside, and that makes a very pretty clip as well. You may choose to embrace the ticket, embrace the color, embrace the shape, and do this. I have these die cuts that were given to me in a sheet a long time ago, and I mean a long time ago, so I don't have a clue who the manufacturer is. And you could just glue that on there and not worrying about whether the shape matches what's on the other side or not. I am going to line that up there. I'm not gluing yet though, so I don't really know why. Not worrying about whether the shape matches or not. I probably needed to choose a different color there. Let me grab a scrap. Let me knock all of my ink pads over here that I've got set aside for another project over. I didn't realize that those flowers were the same color as my video backboard. I would line this up where I want it, not worrying about what the shape is on the back. I think that I would like to have the corners covered on that side, just because these edges are all rounded. And so I'm trying to arrange it so that my corners are encased. There we go, I think that works. And then on this back side, we'll just arrange our little flowers. I don't like to show the Office Depot. I don't like to show the brand names when I can avoid it. So I will just take this flower and add it here. I'll put this leaf behind over here. And I will add this little flower up here. And then, because I think a lot of us junk journalers like the look of the ticket in some cases, you could just do it like that, and it's going to be beautiful on both sides. It won't look the same, it won't even look similar on both sides, but it will be beautiful on both sides. So, just by using 4 tickets in a row, or a strip of paper for that matter. Like I said, I just like the tickets, I like the look, and I like that they're already perforated, and I like that I have bunches of them. We went to an event last week, and I was going around to the tables and grabbing leftover tickets off of them so that I could make more clips and have more embellishments for my journals. These are not the same, but they'd be excellent little journaling cards and collage pieces. So don't be afraid to grab what people have left behind. I do it all the time. This is a way that I make simple tickets and not so simple tickets by making ticket clips. And that's my really quick tutorial for today. I will be back soon with another tutorial because I have to re-record my tear ruler tassels. So watch for that one coming up next. And I would like to remind you to be kind. Always. Bye.